Good day guys, so we are here for another video tutorial on general mathematics for grade 11. So we are now on quarter 1 module 2, which is about evaluating functions. And by the way, I am your teacher guide sa ating video po na to. I am Sir Michael Gallardo, teacher 2 from Orani National High School. Let us begin our lessons. So what I need to know, ito yung nakalagay na objective sa inyong module. Sabi doon, at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to evaluate a function and solve problems involving functions. Unang-una nating goal ay mag-evaluate muna ng function at pangalawa is to solve problems involving functions. So, by this day, dapat nasagutan nyo na yung answer what I know, numbers 1 to 10, pages 5 to 6 of your module. So, kung hindi pa, huwag nyo muna panoorin tong video na to, balikan nyo muna yung module, at kapag nagawa nyo na yung what I know, balikan nyo na tong video na to. So, let's begin. So, we have an example here. Sabi doon, so what's in? Complete the table of values by substituting the given value of x on the given equation to solve for the value of y. So the first given is y is equal to x plus 1. I know that you are already familiar with this topic. So you have to solve for the values of y. So for number 1, if we substitute 1 for x in this equation, so the answer would be 1 plus 1 equals 2, correct. And then on this part of the table, we replace x with 2. Y is equal to 2 plus 1, so that would be 3. And then again, we plug in the value of 3 to our equation, y is equal to x plus 1, so that would be y equals 3 plus 1. So the answer would be 4, and so on and so forth. Let's do example number 2. Y is equal to x squared plus 1. So we plug in the value here, negative 2. So this becomes y equals negative 2 squared plus 1. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 1, the answer is 5. Again, we plug in negative 1 to x squared. So this becomes y equals negative 1 squared plus 1. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Plus 1, the answer is 2. And so on and so forth. So what you did before in your junior high school, by completing the tables, you are already evaluating functions. So let us go on to our lesson proper. Given f of x equals 3x minus 2, evaluate f of 3. Just a reminder, f of x is also the same with y. Okay? We're just going to use f of x right now. So evaluate f of 3 if f of x is 3x minus 2. So this is the solution. So we have that equation, f of x equals 3x minus 2. So what we're going to do is to replace x with 3. So our equation right now is f of 3 equals 3 times 3 minus 2. And all we have to do is to just simplify that equation. So f of 3 equals 9 minus 2 because 3 times 3 equals 9. So 9 minus 2, the answer would be f of 3 equals 7. So that's it. So when you say evaluate, you just plug in the value for x. You replace all x with the value that you need to plug in for the value of x. Another example. Given f of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 4. Evaluate f of a plus 2. So for our solution, we plug in or we replace all values of x with a plus 2. So our equation is now f of a plus 2 equals a plus 2 squared plus 2a plus 2 minus 4. So again, we replaced all x, this one, those three x's with a plus 2. So here they are. Next, first we have to simplify a plus 2 squared, this one. There are three terms, so we have to simplify the first term first. So we're going to use the FOIL method. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. So we have a plus 2 squared. That is equivalent to a plus 2 multiplied to a plus 2. Just like 3 squared. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is equivalent to 9. So in here, in our equation, it is a plus 2 squared. So we have to multiply a plus 2 by itself. So a plus 2 times a plus 2. So we're going to use the FOIL method. First, f. They are the first terms. A times a equals a squared. And then O, outer. We have a times positive 2. The answer is positive 2a. Next, I, inner. Positive 2 times a, the answer is positive 2a. And L, which means last, the answer is 4 because 2, positive 2 times positive 2 equals 4. So if we simplify all of this, the answer would be a squared plus 4a, because 2a plus 2a is 4a, and we write 4. We cannot combine these three terms because they are dissimilar terms. When we mean by dissimilar, dapat pareho ng variable at pareho din ng exponent or ng degree. In this case, this is squared and this is raised to 1. So hindi lang sinusulat yung 1. So hindi natin pwedeng pagsamahin yon. So this is now our answer for the first term. A squared plus 4a plus 4. So papalitan na natin to nito. Okay? Next. So yun yung pinalit natin. Yung nasa red na text. Yun yung nakuha natin, which is a plus 2 squared. Now, we have to simplify that part. So we have 2 times a plus 2. So by multiplying through distribution, 2 times a is 2a, and 2 times 2 equals 4. So when we simplify the middle term, the answer is 2a plus 4. So we're going to replace these terms, or this term, with this. So we have a squared plus 4a plus 4. Yun yung nakuha natin kanina. And then, yung nakuha natin sa pangalawa, 2a plus 4. And then what we're going to do is to combine similar terms. We will just simplify all of those terms. So let me erase first. Okay, let's begin. So when we simplify, makikita natin na i-add lang natin or we're going to combine similar terms. In this case, a squared, wala tayong pwedeng i-combine sa kanya. Again, kasi wala siyang kapareho, dapat merong a and naka-raise din siya sa 2. So in this case, wala. So we simply write a plus a squared. Next, we have 4a. Ang kapareho niya na term ay 2a. Bakit? Kasi pareho sila ng variable. Pareho din silang raised to 1. Hindi nga lang sinusulat yung 1. Okay? So, pwede natin pagsamahin yan. Positive 4a plus 2a, or in Tagalog, 4 na a, dagdagan mo ng 2 a, ilang a yon? The answer would be 6a. And then, we have constants. Pag sinabing constant, wala siyang kasamang variable. So, we have 4 plus 4 minus 4. So, what is 4 plus 4 minus 4? The answer is 4. And there you have it. So, the f of a plus 2 equals a squared plus 6a plus 4. Mukhang mahaba. Pero pag kayo na yung gumawa niya, siguro mas mabilis na yan. Dinidetalye ko lang kasi. So, answer what's more. Para hindi kayo mapagod, binigay ko lang yung mga dapat nyo sagutan. Part A, page 10, even numbers only. And for page 11, letters B and D only. So, an example activity in what I can do. So, let us read the instruction. Below are some formulas. There are 3 formulas, but I only included 1. Below are some formulas you have encountered in your earlier studies. Convert the formulas into a function model and evaluate 5 possible inputs to gain an output that will establish the correctness of the function. So, we have here the formula in finding the perimeter of square in terms of its sides. So, in order for us to do that, so we have given p is equal to 4s. So we're just going to change it into a function model. So we replace p with f of x. So p becomes f of x. F of x equals 4, and again we replace s with x. And then think of 5 random numbers. So I chose 3, 5, 8, 11, and 12. So what I did is just to replace all the values of x to evaluate. Okay, for our first example, I replaced x with 3. And then the second example, I replaced x with 5. And then 8, then 11, and then 12. And then you just have to simplify. So we have 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 8 equals 32. 4 times 11 equals 44, and 4 times 12 equals 48. For what I have learned, in your own words, explain how you can evaluate functions. Consider the input-output technique for better understanding. So this is your own reflection. In your own words, explain the steps, or what do you consider whenever you evaluating functions. What do you do when you evaluate functions? So write your answer in a 1 whole sheet of paper together with the assessment part. So do assessment on page 14 of your module. Now, in problems, I want you to take note of this. So, consider the real-life scenario in A. So, you just have to read it from your home in answering each of the following questions below. So, these are the things that you should consider in problem solving. First, what is asked on the problem? Number 2, is there a given function model? Number 3, what is your plan in solving the problem? Number 4, is the given function, or does the given function help you to solve the problem? And number 5, answer the questions. So we have here a problem. Aris inquired in a motor shop about a particular model of motorbike. One of his concerns was the gas rate consumption. The agent told him that the motorbike can travel a distance approximated by the function. So meron na tayong function model dito. G of x equals 23x, where x is the gasoline intake per liter. How many liters can it travel in a full tank of 11 liters of gas? So anong hinahanap? What is asked, how many kilometers can it travel in a full tank of 11 liters of gas? So we have 11 liters of gas as our x. So for our given formula, G of x equals 23x, where x is the gasoline intake per liter. And it is said that the motorcycle travels, or the vehicle travels 23 kilometers per liter. So we just have to multiply 23 and 11. So we replace x, or we plug in 11 for the value of x. So 23 times 11 is 253 kilometers. That's the answer. So if there are 11 liters of gas in that vehicle, it can travel 253 kilometers. So we're here, we're going to integrate Module 1 and Module 2. Along the street of Barangay Townsite, a particular canteen made its way to popularity. They offer a meal with free soup that costs 40 pesos. So they offer a meal with free soup that costs 40 pesos. This is the reason why most of the companies and small business staffs around the area continue to order in bulk. If one company bought 30 meals, how much will it cost? As you can see in our problem, the function model was not stated. So you have to come up with the function model, which is lesson number 1. So we are, in this part of the lesson, we are integrating Module 1 and Module 2 of your Lesson 1 and Lesson 2 from your modules. So for our solution, express the problem as a function model. F of x equals 40x. Bakit naging ganito? Kasi kada meal daw ay nagkakahalaga ng 40, which is our, yun na yung given natin. So anong operation ang naiisip natin? We just multiply 40 with x, where x is the number of meals ordered. So we just express it as a function model. Magiging function siya. So magiging f of x equals 40x. And then, if one company bought 30 meals, how much will it cost? Okay, so what are we going to do with this, with 30? We are going to plug it in for the value of x, or we replace x with 30. F of x equals 40x. F of 30 is now equal to 40 times 30. So f of 30 equals 1,200 pesos. So that is the cost of 30 meals. So that's it. Hopefully makatulong sa inyo tong video na to, and masagot yung module 2 ng inyong mga yung module 2, no, lahat na activities doon. Hopefully masagot ninyo. Common na tanong sa akin, sir, sasagutan po ba lahat? Yes, sasagutan lahat. And again, my instruction is you just need to submit to me the assessment part and what I have learned. Okay? Sir, dalawa lang naman pala yung ipapasa. Bakit kailangan sagutin lahat? Simply because practice makes perfect. Sabi ko nga. Another saying goes na sabi doon, failure to practice is failure to practice or failure to prepare, kasi pine-prepare nyo yung sarili nyo sa mga activities na yan bago kayo mag-assessment. Sabi doon, failure to prepare is preparation to failure. So, masasagot niyo yung assessment part if you will answer all of the activities given in the module. For what I have learned, list an algorithm to follow in solving worded problems involving evaluating functions. When you say algorithm, it means steps, process. So what are the processes that you do, that you follow in solving worded problems involving evaluating functions? Ano yung mga ginagamit nyo in general, steps or algorithms in solving the worded problems involving functions or evaluating functions? And do what I have learned in assessment, just like what I have said earlier. And please, that's it guys. I hope that you like my video. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Yan, para lagi kayong updated sa mga ina-upload kong videos. That's it. Thank you and God bless.